Razorbacks.
I'll put it on Facebook for you, Nick.
Mid-South Ford dealer today.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
You hear the roar of the crowd here. Announced that Kevin Kopps, SEC Pitcher of the Year, has taken over to work in the bottom of the 7th inning. Arkansas leading 4-1, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Razorback
Nick,
Sports Network from
I got you.
Learfield
I got you, Nick. I'm gonna leave it on. Man, I don't know how much longer I can go for sure, but no, I got you, man. I got you. I want it to work. Be sure to like that, Nick. I want to, if you like the show, or at least something to watch, so you can watch, hear it. I'll do all the games.
Tournament at the Hoover
this will be great.
Arkansas 4,
especially
Tennessee
jumping
1,
in the chat.
and Kevin Kopps now pitching for the Razorbacks. They've
yeah,
also
man.
sent in Braden Webb to play left field, Jacob Nesbitt at third base. Caden Wallace has moved from third base to right field. Not exactly sure where they're going to insert Nesbitt and Webb into the batting order, but you know that they're both in there. Goodhart made the last out of the 7th inning, so you'll have Wallace leading off the 8th. And we'll have to figure out where exactly Dave's got Webb and Nesbitt in the lineup. But the most important aspect here is you have the best college pitcher in the country in Kevin Kopps now out there on the mound. And Kopps, in 27 outings, still has the nation's lowest earned run average at 0.71. That's 5 runs in 63 1/3 innings. He's won 10 games, saved 9, and held batters to a 151 average. Struck out 102 and walked 15 in 63 1/3. Faces Pete Durkee first, and he'll take that fastball for strike 1. 8-9-1 batting in the 7th inning for Tennessee. Durkee, Pavoloni, and Spence. Volunteers haven't scored since the 1st inning. They've been held to 3 hits in the last 5 innings. Kopps into the set, the 0-1. Durkee takes the curve in the dirt, ball and a strike. Arkansas gets 3 2/3 from Jackson Wiggins, allowed a run on 4 hits, struck out 5. Ryan Costu, 1 1/3 scoreless, 1 perfect inning from Lockhart. And now Kopps ready with a 1-1 pitch on Durkee. A swing and a drive, right field, hit well. Wallace going to watch it go out of here. Pete Durkee leads off the 7th inning with his 4th home run. It's only the 6th run scored against Kevin Kopps for the year, and the 3rd home run he's allowed. 4-2. Arkansas leading as the Hogs are
I think that's a matter of Kopps just hitting his bat right there. He threw a cutter, and it stayed up in the zone, and bat just ran right into it.
Well, that did have high skies. That did gorgeous have a big day. Chunk of the strike Somebody's walking there. Out of here with a trophy held high above their heads,
right there.
And then head home and wait to see. 4-2, and now it's Pavoloni next. Number 9 batters walked in. Hit a ground ball to short. The pitch, cutter for a strike. And that was in the upper portion of the zone there from Kopps.
He doesn't leave many up there, though.
1 strike count. The pitch to Pavoloni. Swings and misses. Chased it outside. Strike 2. Well, Tennessee has now scored 2 of those 6 runs that Kopps has given up this season. Kevin ahead 0-2 on Pavoloni. Here's the pitch. Slider fouled away. Kopps had himself a great series at Tennessee. Worked in 2 games. Pitching 3 innings and earning the victory in Arkansas' 6-5 win on the Friday. Then on the Sunday earned another win, 3 2/3, but gave up a run in that game. 0-2 pitch. Pavoloni takes strike 3. The cutter to the outside black. 1 down on the 7th. We are brought to you by Toyota. Razorback fans, you can enter for a chance to win the Toyota gift pack and give back sweepstakes. Win a $1,000 gift card and Razorback prize pack plus $1,000 can be donated in your name to Arkansas Athletics. Just text Toyota to 22454 to enter. Toyota is a proud sponsor of Arkansas Athletics. Cops to pitch against Liam Spence. And he has to dunk underneath the cutter from Cops. Throws to the backstop. Ball one.
All right.
Cops had thrown 3 no-hit innings against Vanderbilt in Wednesday's 6-4 win. Earned the save in that game.
Yeah, we're just streaming on there.
Behind Spence, 1-0.
Is that what I got it as?
And a cutter in for a strike, 1-1.
That's perfect right there. That's
Changed
down
it
and
to
away right on the
Arkansas.
black.
Cops had a scoreless streak of 26 innings stopped by Tennessee on the 16th of May. And had another 7-inning streak without a run. 1-1, low curve on Spence, ball 2. Razorbacks leading 4-2. We're in the 7th inning.
This.
Home half. Tennessee
Yeah, so
is the home team.
Nick, if you want to watch those games this next weekend,
strike 2.
For sure.
You know,
I'll have
it
them
looks
up.
like
I'll have them
Liam
up here.
Spence
We'll
right here sitting on that cutter, but
do it.
Cops has made 2
any of your
perfect
guys at
pitches
home
on
you
that
want to
outside
watch
corner.
it with
Deck
or
is
say
Max
hello to,
Ferguson.
man, I can shoot
One
you
out,
an
bases are
email.
empty. Cops throws 2-2.
Get y'all guys
Low,
in here if
ball
y'all want
3.
to watch it or
Went
you
to
want to
the breaking
surprise
ball
somebody
there,
on it and just be
12-6.
like, hey, watching the game back here, and
It's
then
a
like
good take by
you can
Spence.
send them an email.
Spence struck out of the
and,
first.
get them where they
Infield hit
join
in the
too.
second, grounded out of the 5th.
Man, that'd be great. That
Payoff
would
pitch on the
absolutely
way.
be great, especially
And he
Memorial
swings
Day
and
weekend.
misses.
Man,
Struck him out.
be
2 down
phenomenal.
in the 7th.
This thing will let me add like 10 people.
Spence does
so,
not look that bad
yeah, no, if
very
you're a
often.
huge Hogs fan, let's
he
definitely
didn't buy
definitely
into
figure
that
something out.
swing all the way.
For sure, let's figure it out.
You know, sometimes you got to tip your hat to the pitcher. He just executed that pitch perfectly. All 3 of
For
those
sure,
cutters.
for
There's
sure.
nothing Spence could have done with any of them.
And Max Ferguson stands in 0 for 3 with a strikeout, line out, and ground out to his credit. Righty versus lefty. Cops throws, and it's on the inside corner. Strike 1. Great pitch there on Ferguson. Battles us up the middle from shortstop. Nesbitt holding at third base, coming in a step. Pitch. Ferguson looks at a ball high outside. 90 just off the corner. 1-1. A 4-2 Arkansas lead on the 7th inning of the SEC
Nick, were you able
Tournament
to
Championship game.
get back to you? Were you able to get in here?
Kevin Cops back with a 1-1
Sorry,
to
man.
Ferguson.
If I'd have known sooner, I should
Inside
probably give a
corner,
little heads
strike
up.
2. Same pitch he threw for strike 1.
I'm telling you, Phil, you can tell. You look at their timing; they're timed up on the cutter, and he's just throwing that fastball by him.
Now Cops into the set. He throws, and Ferguson steps over the fastball to the backstop. That's the second pitch of this inning. The Cops has thrown to the backstop, an inning that started with a home run hit by Pete Durkee, but followed by back-to-back strikeouts of Connor Pavoloni and Liam Spence. Ferguson back into the plate, slide open stance. Cops wasting no time. 2-2 pitch.
Damn,
Curveball
Lakers
hit
can't
sharply
run,
up the middle
man.
for a base hit. That ball was sitting up for him. Cops' location has not been as good as usual in this 7th inning.
Yeah, a little surprised he went with the 2-2 curveball versus the cutter there, and just left it up. Good job by Ferguson.
Tennessee had only 2 base hits in the previous 4 innings. Now 2 hits in the 7th. Jake Rucker, the batter.
Man, I don't know
Rucker
what
is
that
2
is.
for 3. Hit a double into the right
Oh,
field
bro.
corner against Wiggins in the 1st inning. Wiggins got him a foul out in the 3rd. Rucker had an infield single in the 5th. Here's the pitch. A punch pop up. Shallow right field racing out there is Robert Moore. He'll get there and make the play in fair territory. Had another foot to go
There we go.
before the line. 3 outs in the Tennessee
There
7th
we go.
inning. Volunteers score
Volume
a run on
loud
2
enough for
hits,
you there?
leaving a base runner. And at the end of 7, Arkansas 4, Tennessee 2.
on that
This is
volume, man.
Arkansas baseball presented by Learfield IMG College.
Best time to have Pettigene Meats is winter, spring, summer, or fall. People are eating more meals at home, and if you need ideas, go to pgmeats.com/recipes. You can try the breakfast Elvis, sausage, bacon, and spinach stuffed mushrooms. Oh, thank you very much. Quality meats and cheese from Pettigene Meats make any meal terrific. Pettigene Meats still does the same thing that they've been doing for almost 100 years to their ham, bacon, and their sausage, and they still smoke their hams and bacon for 18 hours with real hickory wood. Available at your local grocer or online at pjmeats.com. A proud sponsor of the Arkansas Razorbacks for real hickory flavor. Ask for Pettigene Meats and taste the difference.
install, check out our website, williamstractor.com, or on Facebook at Williams Tractor AR. Go Hogs!
Top of the 8th inning, Arkansas leading 4-2 over Tennessee in the SEC Tournament Championship game. Phil Elson and Bubba Carpenter with you. It's been a really well-played game for the first 7 innings. Tennessee had a 1-0 lead from the first until the 5th. Arkansas has had the lead since then, scored 3 in the 5th inning.
I'm going to get a massage.
An RBI single from Jalen Battles, go-ahead hit from Zach Gregory, sack fly from Matt Goodhart. Jalen Battles homered in the 7th, make it 4-2. Pardon me, 4-1.
We're going.
Pete Dirk gave homers in the 7th inning for Tennessee to bring it back to 4-2. And the Volunteers bring in another relief pitcher out now. Elijah Pleasance has taken over, a 6'5", 200-pound junior righty from Clarksville, Tennessee. He replaces Kirby Connolly through the 7th inning. Gave up the Battles home run. Pleasance has worked in 14 games, 2 as a starter. Record is 2-1 with a 357 earned run average.
That's awesome. We appreciate you.
22 and 2/3 innings. He's allowed 13 runs, 9 of them earned on 23 hits, 6 walks, 13 strikeouts. He's mixed in 5 wild pitches, hit 3 batters, 271 average against him. It'll be the first game that Pleasance pitches here in the SEC tournament.
We do not.
We're also brought to you by Shelter Insurance, proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Arkansas-Missouri Battle Line Rivalry football game. Make sure to ask an agent about how Shelter's auto policy includes roadside assistance. Learn more at shelterinsurance.com.
Won a prisoner of war that died.
Wallace, Welch, and Franklin to hit here in the 8th inning.
Just for me to allow to sit here, talk,
to Wallace,
do whatever we're doing. I got a full-time job. I just like this. I just want to do this. I think it's love sports. It's
Arkansas has scored in 2 of the last 3 innings.
And chat with some people and see
Wallace
what we can
to
see
reach
what
base, a strikeout, 2 flyouts. 1 strike delivery to Wallace, hits him on the front shoulder.
This weekend I'm working.
And the Hogs get a leadoff man on base, just the second time
just do that
this afternoon.
Because y'all are over there fighting.
Painful way for Wallace, hit by his
doing your mission,
6th pitch this year.
He threw about 5 pitches in that same spot warming up, Phil. He was missing everything, arm side, up and in, warming up.
You any game that you want to watch. I'd be happy to try to get it on here and stream.
Charlie Welch.
I will say this.
Going to look back to Dave Van Horn. Signals from the second and top step in the shadows of the third base dugout.
It's more,
Welch standing in.
You know,
he's walked, singled, and fouled out.
I'm pumped
righty versus righty. Pleasant
sets. Put that in the chat and
deals.
Send me a message, man. I want to. Send me a message if there's a certain game you want. I'll put it on, and even if I don't,
he does have a right-hander warming in the bullpen while Pleasant works this inning.
Let you watch it, man. So sounds good. So hopefully these Hogs get this over with pretty
short
quick.
Lead, leaning back to first base. Pitch.
Get this done.
A strike taken by Welch on the outside. Charlie's 1 for 5 in Hoover.
I'll leave for a little bit. I got to go get a shower.
Home run yesterday. And a hanging curveball that was caught at the left field fence by Mississippi left fielder Kevin Graham. Pleasance with a high set position on a 1-1 pitch. And it's right up the middle from Welch for a base hit past Ferguson. Turning the corner at second. Wallace heading for third. Gilbert throws to third, but it hits Wallace's foot. And Arkansas's got runners at the corners with nobody out.
It's a great job by Charlie right there. And I tell you, it's a game of inches, Phil. Ferguson almost made a great play on that ball. Had he got that, it's probably a double play.
Boy, and that ball missed 2 gloves closely. Pleasance almost caught it on the mound, and then Ferguson on his dive almost stopped it from getting through. Charlie Welch 2 for 3. Hogs have their 6th base hit.
And I really love the fact that Caden Wallace was able to go first to third on that. I mean, that's going hard right off the bat.
They'll pinch run Ethan Bates for Charlie Welch. And as Bates approaches first base, Tony Vitello's out of the first base dugout, calling timeout. You've got the right hand batting Moore next after Christian Franklin. And it does appear that Tony is making a pitching change, and it's being brought to you by Domino's Pizza, where loyal friends can now earn Piece of the Pie rewards towards free pizza any way you order, online, in-store, and by phone. Arkansas 4, Tennessee 2, and a chance to pad the lead after this from Ford.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the trucks of the future for everyone. Like the all-new 2021 F-150. With impressive capability and an available interior work surface, this truck is built to work hard and smart. Because the trucks of the future aren't built for a few. They're built for America. Ford F-150, official truck of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Drive one at your Mid-South Ford dealer today.
Razorback fans, here at Core Brewing, the official craft brewery of the Arkansas Razorbacks, we take pride in making the best handcrafted spiked seltzer money can buy. Scarlet Letter is a national award-winning spiked seltzer that isn't just light and refreshing, but also the healthiest option for your drinking fix. At only 84 calories and less than a gram of carbs per can, you can drink guilt-free. Best of all, with Scarlet Letter, you don't have to sacrifice health for taste. Each flavor is crafted with special artisan blends never seen before. Scarlet Letter, it's just better. Go Hogs!
The new pitcher for Tennessee is their top reliever, Sean Hunley. Hunley's a 6'4", 220-pound senior right-hander from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. It's the 30th game he appears and has 11 decisions and 7 saves as a reliever. 7 wins, 4 losses, 270 earned run average. Worked in 60 innings, allowing 45 base hits, 10 walks, and struck out 60. And batters hit just 205 against Hunley. He threw 21 pitches yesterday, retiring 6 of 8 batters in the Volunteers' 4-0 victory in the semifinal against Florida. And it's the 3rd game he pitches here in Hoover. He's worked 5 innings, giving up 1 run on 4 base hits. The Hogs saw Hunley in 2 games in Knoxville, and he took the loss the first game of that series. In 4 2/3 innings, he was really good, allowed an unearned run and just 1 hit. And then on Sunday, worked an inning and a third and allowed a run on 2 base hits. So Arkansas has fairly decent success scoring runs against them, if not that many hits. You get runners at the corners here as he inherits Caden Wallace and Ethan Bates. Bates pinch running for Welch. Christian Franklin, the batter. A 4-2 score, Arkansas leading in the 8th. Franklin has fly to the warning track, struck out and walked. Hunley attempts a pick at first. Bates slides in safely. Now Hunley comes set. Tall right-hander deals to Franklin. Starts him with an off-speed for a strike on the inside.
Well, that ball was just hanging on that inside corner.
Still just 1 hit in the tournament for Franklin. That was a triple yesterday against Mississippi. Hunley deals 0-1. Missed outside to Franklin. Ball and a strike. Caden Wallace hit by Elijah Pleasant's 2nd pitch of the inning. Charlie Welch followed with a single up the middle. And that's all that Pleasant faced. 1-1 to Franklin. Missed low and dropped by Pavoloni. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Arkansas center fielder.
Yeah, Pavoloni was trying to steal a strike there. He was trying to go down and get that ball and get below it. He just missed it.
3 runs in the 5th inning and 1 in the 7th for the Razorbacks. Now you are set up nice for this 8th inning. Fake pick move to first by Hunley, looking Wallace back to 3rd.
Tennessee is the only team in the conference that does that. I haven't seen anyone else do it. That quit work in about, 9U?
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Franklin fouls off a fastball. Ricochets off the facade of the light standard, back under the first base field, facade of the field. 2-2 on Franklin. Well, remember you are no longer allowed to fake a pick move to 3rd base. That was banned by the majors and then by college ball. But you can do the fake pick to first. I don't get it.
Well, as long as you step off, yeah, but still, I just don't see anyone else do that. And I tell you, this guy's slow to the plate. I don't think Dave will start the runner here. But, boy, he's 1-4-5, 1-4-6 to the plate.
Bates out to a careful lead at first base. Wallace at 3rd, no outs. 2-2 pitch. Franklin, a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Christian today. A big first out there for Sean Hunley. 61st strikeout, just under 61 innings. Today's game being brought to you in part by Harps, where they greet you with a smile, ask if they can help you, and let you know that you're welcome in their store. Harps is hometown fresh. Robert Moore, the batter. Bobby, you'll sometimes call for the squeeze bunt, and I think now might be a moment.
Yeah, I think safety squeeze right here. Third baseman Rucker, he's still deep. First baseman's holding.
Moore is grounded out, popped up, and hit by a pitch. He's batting lefty. Hunley throws to Robert. He'll take a high, strike one. Thing about Moore is, he's good at that, the art of the sacrifice fly. Robert has a team-high 8 sacrifice flies. Does not have any sacrifice bunts. First and third for Moore behind 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he takes a ball off the outside. Everybody was frozen waiting for Tony Walsh. That was a close one. 1-1.
Great take, Robert. It was close, though.
And Moore taps the plate. Windmills it around slowly. Hunley sets. 1-1 pitch. Moore a swing and a bouncing ball hit foul. A little ahead of that. As Hunley took something off the fastball. Strike 2.
I'm a little surprised, Phil. I thought for sure Robert would lay one down right there. Get that 3-run lead back.
Got to do some good two-strike hitting here. And try to stay out of a double play. And Robert Ashbourne is granted timeout. Tennessee's gone all in by bringing in Sean Hunley here. He is their top reliever. The Hogs already have gone on in. They've had Copps pitch the 7th. Moore waits on the 1-2. Hunley throws to first base instead. And Bates was ahead of that easily. Hunley takes his time. He's got the sign. Moore waiting for the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. And he fouls it back. Waited just long enough.
Yeah, it's a great job right there. Seeing that ball deep, fouling it off. That's a pitcher's pitch on the outside corner.
The last pitcher to inherit runners for Tennessee in the 6th inning was Will Mabry. Inherited 2 runners and allowed none of them to score. Hunley's inherited 2 runners here in the 8th. 1-2 on Robert Moore. And he'll poke it in the air. Foul. That gets over the third base net. So much foul territory here. If you hit a ball like that down the left field line, Evan Russell may have a decision to make. Do you catch it or do you let it fall?
I was just getting ready to say that. That's deep enough where had they caught that with their momentum running towards the fence, we score on that. I bet you they wouldn't have caught it.
And Wallace can get moving from third base. Ethan Bates out to that lead at first. And Hunley comes set. Back to first goes Bates again. There is a right-hander warming up in the Tennessee bullpen.
Good grief. How many guys they got down there?
No kidding. One and 2 on Robert Moore. Here it comes. Fouled it out of the catcher's mitt. Pavoloni for just a moment looked like he might put the squeeze. Turns into the 4th foul in a row, and that was a pretty defensive swing there by Robert Moore.
Well, that's a great job. That's at the top of the zone. Fastball up, just barely got a piece of it.
Hogs scored 3 in the 5th to take the lead. Then they traded runs with Tennessee in the 7th. Set up here in the 8th. First and third. 1-2 pitch. Robert with a foul again. That's down the left field line, not far from where I see him running. I'm having trouble tracking where all his foul balls land now. That's 5 in a row. I think the one he hit 3 pitches ago was close to where this one lands. Wallace at third, Bates at first. And Moore in a battle here with Sean Hunley. Back to first again goes Ethan Bates. Didn't take very long to get into the 8th inning, and then this 8th inning taking a while. And now Hunley sets. 8th pitch on the way to Robert Moore. Soft hop to the second baseman Ferguson. Flips to second base. That's all they get. And a run scores. Robert Moore with a fielder's choice RBI, scoring Wallace. Hogs lead 5-2.
Phil, that's a great at bat by Robert Moore right there. Fought off some really tough pitches, got a slider in, and got just enough of it. Fortunately, they weren't able to turn 2 on it.
47th RBI for Robert Moore. You know, he was able to get around on that pitch just enough to force Ferguson to move to his left. If Ferguson had to go to his right for that ball, or if it was hit right at him, it's probably a double play. So Moore's at first now with 2 outs, and it's Cullen Smith. But now time's called, and Tony Vitello's out of the dugout again, and he's walking to Tony Walsh.
Oh, they're going to review.
Review what?
The slide at second, probably, I would assume. It didn't look like there was even close, but.
So earmuffs have been ordered for the review of the slide by Ethan Bates at second base, and I did not watch that slide. Oh, I don't know if there was. The other aspect of this, too, is there really wasn't a chance to get the force at first. And that's why Spence did not throw the ball. It's not because he had, I don't think it was because Bates barreled into him in any certain way. It's because he really had no chance for the force at first. So here's our first look.
I'm not sure what's
at the slide at second base. There's nothing that happened there.
It's not even close.
You know, and so what I think Tony is looking at, I mean, he's going back in his mind to the double play that Alabama got overturned or got turned into a double play because of a review of the very same play. He has asked for a review here. And I think what Tony might have hoped he saw is what happened with his base runner. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but the base runner was called out for throwing his arms out at the Alabama middle infielder. And what he's seeing here from Ethan Bates is Bates' hand go up, not out. It's his right hand going up, which is just a natural motion for a slide, right?
Yeah, that's a perfect slide into second base. Tony's just kind of begging right there. What his runner did, his runner stuck his arm out and got the guy right in the crotch. There's a big difference in the two.
All right, so they've reviewed the play at second base. All that's happened here is they've confirmed the out at second base. That's it. Okay. Yeah, and now I think Tony thought that Tony Walsh didn't understand what he asked for him to review because Walsh pointed at second base and made the fist. All they did was review the play at second base. They didn't even review, interference. And it looked like Tony Walsh said to Tony Vitello something like, "Well, I didn't see what you wanted me to see."
So, I mean, it wasn't even close.
The run count, it's 5-2. Cullen Smith, the batter, and Moore's at first. And they'll chase Robert back, and he's safe.
Gosh, I got to go. It
really feels like Tony was like Vitello. We got 2 Tonys here. Tony Vitello was trying to make a point
shut it down.
of some sort. Another throw to first. They nearly picked Moore off. Well, that was a great pick move by Hundley.
Oh. He did make a point. They made a great point. Our guys know how to slide into second on a double play, and his guys don't.
I'm not sure exactly if that's the point he was trying to make, but you're right. That's what you end up taking away from it. Cullen Smith is 0 for 2 with a walk. And they are sure that Moore is on the run. Throw back again.
Yeah, he's going to go at some point. I mean, there's 2 outs. They want to get him over there with Cullen. Well, of course, if he does steal second, there's a good chance they might just pitch around Cullen.
5-2, Arkansas leading. Chase
Robert
back again. He was leaning. That's for certain he was leaning.
The guy's super slow to home plate.
Tennessee fans really appreciate the control of a running game here. Robert has not shortened his lead. He's not running. And Smith drives a pitch to right field, hit it well, backs back to the wall, out of here! Cullen Smith with his 3rd home run of Hoover.
I mean, that's MVP.
And as they were so focused on Robert Moore, he can just walk to the plate and wait for Cullen Smith, who is fired up in front of the dugout. His 9th home run of the season makes it 7-2.
Tell you what, Phil, that's awesome right there. They were so worried about Robert Moore, they threw a fastball. I think they thought he was going to steal right there. Therefore, Cullen Smith got a fastball, and he turned that ball around in a hurry.
Tony Vitello out to the mound again.
Let's go.
He'll be making his second pitching change of the 8th inning. And a Hoover Hall call once again. Pitching change brought to you by Domino's Pizza. At Domino's, loyal friends can now earn Piece of the Pie rewards towards free pizza any way you order, online, in-store, and by phone. Arkansas leads 7-2 in the 8th inning of the SEC championship game. And we return after a minute. Now this from Mountain Dew.
Out here, we charge into the heartland with Mountain Dew. Out here, there's no rush hour, just the rush of flying wide open on glassy water at 5 a.m. with your first Dew in hand. And there's no spin class, just bright green spinnerbait that ironically matches your second Dew. Out here, we don't just play big buck hunt, we hunt actual big bucks. And out here, the best road is off-road, and the color of your truck is mud. Out here, it's Dew.
The all-new Saracen Resort in Pine Bluff is now open for your entertainment pleasure, where you'll be treated like royalty. Enjoy dining in one of our 5 restaurants, including the Red Oak Steakhouse, which is destined to be known as Arkansas's finest culinary dining experience. The Red Oak features cattle and bison from our own herd in Oklahoma, and the meat is processed in our own facility, the Quapaw Cattle Company. And for the beer lovers, the Saracen has an incredible on-site microbrewery. Arkansas Quapaw heritage since 1673.
Cut this off. All right, everybody, comment in there in the chat.
The Hogs just keep coming here against the Tennessee bullpen. Arkansas has scored now 7 runs in the last 4 innings. And they're still hitting here in the 8th with a 7-2 lead.
Sorry, I got to cut it off.
3 runs in the 5th.
The game's almost over.
1 in the 7th. And 3 more in the 8th.
I hate to do that.
One of those runs charged to Elijah Pleasance. 2 of them charged to Sean Huntley on the home run hit by Cullen Smith. Cullen Smith, have yourself an SEC tournament. 3 home runs, 7 runs batted.